Hello, everybody. This is CJ Wiley. I'm here in an unusual situation. I just pulled up out here in my camper and I'm going to a mountain bike trail, but I see the road is so narrow that I might not be able to get up there and turn around. I'm out, I don't even know where I'm at exactly. So I pull over, I see this man, he's working on his vehicle or on top of his vehicle, and I said, well, he'll know if I can turn around or not. So I go up there and ask him. So he hesitates and then said, "Are you CJ?" I'll let you tell the rest of the story. He has a story about Weldon Rogers, who's one of my, of course, my road partners. So introduce yourself there, brother. And
Mike Robinette. We're in Lenoir City, Tennessee, just about 3 beers south of Knoxville.
So you got a story about Weldon you wanted to tell me, and Weldon's not going to believe this. I mean, I've had a lot of coincidences. We were just talking about that. I've never had one this severe. I mean, I don't know where I'm at. I pull over and ask this guy, and he happens to know me.
I just recognized your voice because you had a hat on, and I didn't. I thought, so I said, "What's your name?" You said CJ, and I said CJ Wiley, and
yeah. He said, "You got to pull in here for a minute. I got a story to tell you." So
because I follow you on the Facebook and the YouTube stuff, and I watched the videos, and I told CJ, I said, I got a story about Weldon Rogers, and he just went and started parking when I mentioned Weldon Rogers.
Yeah.
We were in Knoxville at the billiard club back when Burl and Sue owned it. I don't remember what, it was cool weather, but it was the Music City opener at JLB's in Nashville. Everybody was gone, and this kid, I don't even remember his name, walks in, and he's hanging around. It's just me and Junior in the billiard club, probably around 10, 11 o'clock at night. And guy was looking for a pool game, and Junior says, "Well, I'll play you a little bit." And the guy looks at Junior, and at this time, Junior was probably mid to late 40s, closing in on 50. And me and Junior had been buddies for a long time, and I'd never seen him gamble or really play.
Yeah.
And more like Burl and Joe Finley and guys had told me how good he played. Well, that kid says, "Well, I hate to put my roll up against something if I can't win no money." Junior stands up, reaches in both pockets, pulls out $100 bill rolls about like this. He said, he says, "Son, you beat me, you can win something." And Junior says, "Come on, I'm going to give you the last 4 on the bar table for little sets for 500, races to 9 for 500. Well, Junior goes in the back to get his stick, and that kid looks at me and he said, "Ain't nobody in the damn world can give me that." They go back, kid wins the toss, he breaks the balls, shoots maybe 2 or 3 in, and tries to leave Junior safe on a bar table, which he found out real quick there's nowhere to really do that. So Junior runs that rack and runs the set out on him.
Yeah. So
they flip the coin again. Junior wins the coin, breaks and runs a 9 on him. So this is like an 8 and a 9 pack back to back right here. Junior does. So the kid says, "Damn," he said, "there ain't no way he does it again." Junior run another set on him. So this is a truth.
Yeah.
So the kid quits, and Junior said, "Well, come on, I'm gonna give you the last 5 on my break and the last 4 on your break." So they do one more set. The kid never shot. Junior breaks and runs 9 more on him.
Is that right?
You can do the math. It was 30-something racks. The kid never shot for his money.
Gee whiz.
And the kid left there talking to himself, and he found out that there's probably a lot of people give him that spot when they hit a gear like I did. I didn't know it was a gear possible. Like Junior hit. Because Junior come by to me once and he said, "How many racks is that?" I said, "That's a few." And I thought he was going to ease up on him, but he just laid the wood to him the whole time. And it was.
You ever see him play one-handed?
I have now. I had never. I'd heard the stories about that, and then
That's how I met him. I told you. I told the story. I don't know if you saw it.
In Indiana.
Yeah, where I gave him the 6-7 in the break, and he played one-handed. I played 2, and then I started rolling out the jump shots.
Yeah.
He was so mad, man. he was.
But he figured out to match that up better.
Yeah,
jumping.
He told me he made $50,000 the next month by stipulating that there was no jump shots because nobody in the world could beat him like that. Yeah.
But you know, Junior probably didn't always fall in those gears like that. But the gear he hit that night was just unhuman. It was like if somebody was writing a book about how you should play pool.
Yeah.
That's what they.
That's the zone.
That was the zone. He hit it, and after that, you know, he started having some back issues. And he told me a few times he'd really hit that gear, but his back had went out breaking a time or two. And him and Burl had somebody trapped up there, which I know you've seen them trap plenty of them in those matches. But
Burl steered me around all over Kentucky when I was like 20 years old, and we go back.
And then Kentucky, almost every town you go in, there's some kid that can run out.
Yeah.
Just everywhere up there.
Really I beat that Cheney guy up there that worked on the railroad. Went in and I started out playing for 10 a game. He's trying to hustle me. I'm trying to hustle him. And we ended up playing for 200 a game, beat him out over 6,000, you know. But there was a lot of places you could do that. They had a lot of heart.
You need to get with Junior and get him to tell the story about him going up in Somerset and playing Shannon Dalton and Shannon Dalton's dad.
I was with him.
Was you?
No, I told that story. Yeah.
When Dalton was going to school and his dad told him how they were matched up. He told him, "You're a F duck if you're playing."
That's exactly right. He said, "Daddy, if you play them one more time, you're just an F duck, and you can just count on it, Daddy." Shannon had like a Budweiser in one hand and half a cigarette in the other. He's like 12 or 13 years old. It was funny.
In middle school.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, we got to see a lot back in those days around Junior, and the stories, unbelievable. There's stories that Junior tells about Ray and some guys that foot raced. Yeah. Junior said he'd traveled that guy for a long time. Had no idea he was fast like that, and made some crazy bet. And Junior said, "You want me to go down here to the finish line and make sure they don't screw us?" He said, "No, just sit here and make sure it's a good start. It's going to be obvious down there."
Yeah. Well, that was a cool thing about hanging around with guys like Junior. We all had a network of the people that played everything great, whether it was shuffleboard or shooting dice. Or, I mean, Junior can throw a golf ball a long ways. I don't know if you've ever seen him do that.
I haven't.
He can throw a golf ball about as far as anybody. There's a technique to it.
Yeah.
I know there's a...
Well, he played college baseball.
Yeah.
For, I think Arizona State or one of the Arizona colleges he played, and they won the College World Series actually the year he dropped out. Yeah. He dropped out of college because he was winning so much money playing pool, and he headed out hustling, and his team won the College World Series that year. Yeah. He'd have had that big old ring if he'd just hung around a little bit. Yeah, that's amazing. But that's crazy you pulled it. Let's walk back outside. I want to keep this on, and because like I said, this is the most I can't call it a coincidence. I mean, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I pull over, and I happen to talk to somebody. We got to go on back. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can get out of here. That knows Weldon Rogers, my partner, and Burl, who steered me around a lot in Corbin, Kentucky, and around the Kentucky area. Like I said, what town are we in? Lenore City. Next thing below Knoxville if you're headed toward Chattanooga on 75. Yeah, I'm going back to Bristol. Mm-hmm. I actually have, I got a 16-foot trailer there that I use to maneuver around, and then I got a 25-foot one there as like my home base. Okay. It's in Bristol. I don't know if you ever played over in Bristol or... I haven't. Morristown. You remember Frank Seals? I remember Frank. Morristown Mark Owens. He passed away not long ago. Yeah. That was Frank got shot twice. The wife killed him finally. Finally, yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of them that, I'm 55 now. When I was in my early 20s, a lot of it had started dying down by that time, but the stories and some of the positions we got in. Me and Cree, he's gone now, pool player. We actually went to Fort Wayne, Indiana to meet up with a guy that Weldon knew up there, Otis, that kind of steered us around. We wasn't the better players by no means, but if you're a little smarter than somebody, you can make a lot of money playing pool. You don't have to be the best player. No, I hung out in Fort Wayne quite a bit. Oscar was our main guy, money guy. I think I remember Junior talking about that guy.
Yeah.
Had that River City Billiards, had all those tables upstairs. It's like 30
Yeah.
tables.
Yeah.
That was happening town in the early 90s.
Yeah.
But that's Indian pool room down here now. I grew up here, and Lenore City pool room had 4 snooker tables.
I know
and
the
one
name of Lenore City.
table.
I think it was on my spot map. I had it circled about something.
Ronnie Ricker was the owner and the better player there.
There was action all over this area back in the 80s.
We're 5 miles from where Mike Massey grew up.
Oh,
Him and
right,
Ronnie Ricker grew up together.
Okay.
But, Loudon's just right here, and that's where Mike's from.
That's right.
His brothers and stuff still live down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never met Mike.
So I was gonna show, just to cap this off. So I'm driving up this gravel road. Basically, it's turning in. Well, I guess it's hard, but this is what I came to. I'm going to a mountain bike trail, and look at this road. This road looks like I might not be able to turn around. And so this is where I stopped off. Anyway, this is a great deal, man. I appreciate the steer, and great conversation. And
absolutely,
man, I don't even know what to say. This made my day.
We'll have to get on a group call with Weldon.
Yeah.
He's out in Arizona now.
I'll definitely make sure Weldon sees this.
Yeah, and, absolutely.
I'm sure a lot of people get a kick out of this. You know, talk about a small world.
Yeah.
The game is the teacher.